The Coyotes brought right back in Terry. Terry shoots, he scores!
Troy Terry has mastered two key strategies for attacking triangles to expose defenders. And we're going to go over a crazy story of how putting a GoPro on my head helped to uncover what these strategies are. At Train 2.0, we show you how to replicate elite NHL mechanics by comparing our movements to elite NHLers in a system known as video feedback. And then we learn to use a common language so that you and I can communicate about how to learn and execute those elite NHL mechanics. And so when Pavel Barber wanted to do 3-on-3s with GoPros on our heads, I thought it would be fun, but I wasn't prepared for such an amazing learning experience. What I realized when re-watching the footage was that, one, there was way more time than I thought if I paid attention to where sticks were positioned, and two, if I baited my opponent correctly, I could expose their stick momentum to beat them. That's when I began dissecting players like Crosby, who could dangle on a whim, and what I discovered Troy Terry seems to have perfected. Troy Terry's first strategy is that he uses stick momentum against his opponents themselves. He positions the puck in a place where if they reach for it and they swing for it, they end up exposing themselves. Here's a great example right here where Troy Terry is able to put the puck in a place that causes the defender to swing their stick, and in doing so, it creates open space. You can see here on the left, when the defender swings the stick, it actually creates a whole bunch of open space right here for Troy Terry to attack. But that only happens if the stick is positioned here and swinging this way. So he's always positioning the puck in a place that encourages his opponents to reach or swing. But because he's already aware of their momentum, he's able to place the puck consistently in the exact area where the defender can't get it if they swing their stick and body there. Now, his second key is that he uses mechanics to precisely place the puck there. A great example of that is like Crosby, he uses an anchor right here. So instead of pushing off of his right leg here, he's going to drag this foot here to create that initial lateral movement to get around the opponent. Then he's able to just step down and stride around. So the anchor, or dragging this foot here, is a mechanic that, rather than having to push, which can cause you to be off balance, is actually like a drag. And so it's like putting your hand in the water to turn a boat that is moving, right? It's a drag that allows you to turn, and it doesn't require more effort, it actually requires less. And this allows him to stay balanced and carefully place the puck in an area that works against the stick momentum of his opponent. Of course, Troy Terry also uses mechanics known as the Crosby curl and other movements to vector the puck around. And he also uses movements like the shuffle and cross unders to move laterally to set these things up. And luckily, that's exactly what we teach with the downhill skating system at Train 2.0. Like I mentioned at the start, we compare your video to elite NHLers like Troy Terry's highlights to notice the differences. And then we use a common language to coach you on how to move differently so that you can adopt Troy Terry's strategies for attacking triangles and beating defenders. Now, if you'd like to get started on that, I have a free video training for you to follow to start learning the downhill skating system so that you can attack triangles like Troy Terry.